Everything's pretty good, really. I mean, when I played on the weekend, probably a bit easier on the course than in here, really.
Awesome.
Hit most stuff straight. I'm struggling a bit with the. I've been struggling a bit with the woods and the driver, but it's starting to come now.
Okay.
Hit the longest drives I've ever hit. The rescue wood's good. Yeah, it's all good. But today I'm not having a brilliant swing day today. I trained yesterday again, and the legs are a bit stiff and lazy.
Okay, that happens. That happens. That's it's all good. We'll work through it. Give me what's the focus right now as you're hitting? Anything you're key?
I just hit a 7-iron 174 carry, slightly 1.7 degrees left, 194 spin left, 18 launch, 115 ball speed.
Wow. Awesome.
My ball speeds have been getting around up to the 120 mark, and if I try harder, which I don't really want to do, I can get over.
Wow, crazy. What do you think of that?
Oh, I've been hitting it 10 yards further on the course and straighter.
Awesome. That's a good combo.
So I'm working. You can see on the camera there. Can you see?
Yeah. You look great.
I'm feeling like the weight of the club is swinging on my arms and goes straight back.
Yeah.
And my left hip goes straight back rather than I always used to feel I had to rotate onto the hip.
Yeah.
I think is what caused the club to go open on the back.
Yeah.
So now I've got a feeling that the left hip moves straight back with the weight into the heel.
Perfect.
And the club is just swinging straight back from the target.
I love it.
Whether I'm doing that when I actually hit a shot.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really matter. If that's the feeling that's leading to easy energy and good strikes, then it's the right feeling, So.
So today I think I'm struggling a bit to get my legs out of the way and get into the impact position, but I have had some really good shots.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Game changer for me.
Awesome.
Where do you want the camera? Front view or back?
I'll start here since I'm already here, and then we'll adjust. A lot of good going on. Give me two more from here, and then I'll check the other side.
Okay. So my bad shots now are slightly left and slightly right rather than big pulls.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant.
That's great.
That was a pull, but it was a start line pull rather than a hook.
Great. One more, and then I'll check the other angle here.
Do you find when you train your arms that you struggle to keep your arms looser?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think it's funny. I think I had one of my best rounds I've ever played after a really hard upper body workout because it might have been the right amount of, I don't know, calmness in my arms or something, like it was just the right blend. Even though going into it, I didn't think I thought it was going to be a really tough day, and it ended up being a great day. So I think it just depends if you're overactive, underactive, sort of that idea.
I find when you train, you get the feeling of power in your arms, and you can tend to try and put, stuff in with the arms rather than leaving them loose.
Yeah, well, and especially if you use the legs a lot, and they don't want to, they're a little sluggish, so.
It's also hard to convince yourself to generate power in the body and leave your arms loose, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
One more from this side.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, one more. That was a slight pull again.
Okay.
Better. That was the best one I've hit.
What's the numbers on that one?
I still feel like I could get a bit of lower launch, and whether that's getting the hands more forward here. Yeah, can you see that?
Yeah.
Or whether that's a matter of getting the body more through, I don't know. You can explain that to me. But that was 118 ball speed, 22 launch, pretty straight, 174 carry.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be probably the second. Let me see it down the line, and then we'll talk through that. What was the launch? Sorry,
It's going to be more getting the body more rotated through it. Yeah,
I think so. I think so. Once I see the top, I'll know for sure. But you're on the edge of being in a really good spot halfway down. So
let me try one more then and see if I can get the right side through. So that was 178 carry.
Wow.
And that was the launch plate came down slightly to 21 launch, 120, 22 ball speed.
Awesome. What was the club? Does it have club speed on that one, or just?
It doesn't have club speed.
Okay.
No, but
no problem. No problem. We know the launch, so that's good. We know the launch, so that's good. Yeah, let me
move the camera over.
Yeah, could I?
Is that looking better?
Oh, miles better.
Good.
Very, like the thing I'm looking at is how simple it looks for you to get back to the ball, you know?
Is that looking good from a camera point of view, or if you want it moved?
No, perfect.
Okay. That's 181 carry.
There you go. Smash.
Logo.
Say it again.
Sorry?
What was the second part?
It was a knuckleball. The spin was low.
Okay.
But it was, it was 118 ball speed, which is fine.
What was the? Yeah, give me two more. Let me just get one from here.
Hold that. I put right shoulder in.
Okay.
Shite. So I'm trying to put my right shoulder in today. It's coming over rather than under. I need to get it under.
Yeah, like this halfway down spot is one, the load up in the backswing sensational. The halfway down, yeah, it's a little bit on top compared to where it's been.
Yeah, I need to get it more under, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have one then. Better swing, but a poor strike.
Okay, let me see where it was. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with a little bit more. So in this takeaway move, I think we could refine two things. So if you look at here, so if I freeze frame where the club is right there. So remember how you were describing what you were feeling at the start? So right here in this takeaway, so this halfway back point, the sweet spot is right here. You see where your hands are?
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that club head a little bit more in front of your hands at that point. It's a little bit behind your body. So then what happens is the force is behind you, like the weight of the club, and then it gets to a great top position, but the circle it comes from is there to there. I'd almost want to reverse that circle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes completely. We want to pick up and then drop it in, yeah?
A little more of that, yeah, because it's just a little bit, it's quite a bit behind in that first move. Your hip motion.
Let the weight of the club swing it more straight back.
Yeah, the weight, the hip motion is so much better in the takeaway.
It's been a long time sorting that out, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just patterns, right? It's just patterns.
Better?
Just even a little bit more. So show me the start of the backswing. Yeah, good. Give me that one.
Well, you want me to swing like that, yeah?
Yeah, just a smooth one. Exaggerate it.
That was better.
Yeah, let me just see it. I want to see how much
The
it's
strike was better instantly.
good. So, and I'll just show you. So at this point right here now, it's a little blurry, but you can see it. So there's this, that's the club head. So see how it's now like more in line. It wasn't like before, it was starting to sneak all the way behind your hip. Now it's more in line with your hands there, which is great. Close on that one?
Yeah, no, that was good. That was a 175 carry. It was good.
Good.
It was straight. I mean, really straight.
Good.
Perfectly straight. Decent strike.
Like it. Those are good combinations.
Bit fat.
Yeah, that one rolled a little bit more in than I'd like.
Fine.
Yeah. Go slow. Show me the first move again. Good. Yeah, you could turn your chest a little bit more to me as you push your hip back. Yeah. I'd like to see that club in front. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, okay.
Just nice and smooth in the first move, deliberate.
Again, not a decent strike because I'm focusing on other stuff. Straight.
Good. Now we could do a couple. So as long as that backswing feels good, then we can start to shift that downswing a little bit more from the end.
So you want me to drop the club more inside?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit too much chest rotation too soon in the downswing for you. So I would say same backswing, feel like the left hip pushes back, but not necessarily rotates a lot, so the club can come more from the inside. Yeah. Yeah, even more from the inside than that.
Okay.
That was the right idea. Let me just see how much it was, if I need more or not.
I don't think I ever released the club, did I?
Well, it's one of those things. It's been on top a little bit today, so you didn't really have incentive to release it till now. So we're going to do 2 more of those. Does that make sense? We're not going to rotate the chest as aggressively in the first move.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
We're just pushing the left hip back. Yeah, good job. Yeah, beautiful.
That's a different feeling.
Yeah, that was a really nice rub.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That was different.
Yeah, what did it launch lower?
It did. That was 20-degree launch.
Yeah. And I think we could, it was much better, and I think we could even do just a hint more, but it definitely is in the right ballpark.
It's easier to swing it.
Good.
Felt like it was more body.
Good. So basically right now, the main, I'm just going to put in a couple of keys here. So we have backswing, I'd say overall is the same. The only adjustment is the hand or the club head doesn't roll it quite as much. Good.
Yeah,
more draw, more draw, left hip back.
Left hip back, yeah?
Yeah. Right idea there. How did that one feel? Okay?
Yeah, I was 120 ball speed, 20 launch, straight, and 6,000 spin, and 168 carry.
Awesome.
So, yeah, brilliant.
And it's nice because it doesn't look like, that's sort of what I saw the first swing from the front. It looks like as you were coming through that your body was overworking, like rotating a little harder than it needs to. Give me even more draw than that. So basically we're going left hip back as the chest sort of continues to point towards the camera. It's not gonna early rotate as much. Yeah, do it again. So one more time, backswing and stop. So I want to see the logo on your shirt a little bit longer as your left hip pushes back. So I want to see it. The camera, there you go, bingo. That one. You feel it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you hold that for a second? I'm just going to take a picture because that's really nice. Just as a reference point for us.
Oh, so the left hip moves back so early then.
Yeah, left hip's going to be driving backwards. I mean, it will go a little laterally, but it's going to be going backwards for you a fair amount. One more of those. Good job. Perfect. What a nice look. Awesome, man.
So you don't, yeah. So it's more body rotation and less arms.
Yeah, so that's this. I mean, I don't know how it feels, but that's what the rep looks like, you know, and if we sniff that one.
I suppose it's different to what we started off at the start, because you looked at me and thought his hips are never going to move how we want them to. So you were trying to work with what you had and getting me to swing it more for speed.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's the ever evolving golf swing, right? Your body's changing. You're doing some other stuff away from the course. You're starting to, I think the moves are getting more natural. And then as we keep going, I can just adjust, you know, what the focus is to make, you know, just make it easier, basically.
Feels easier to hit a straighter shot.
Yeah. Yeah. And the speed's great. Obviously, I mean, it's all giving you a positive feedback, or that, hey, what you're working on and what you're doing away from the course is all helping, right? Oh, that's beautiful.
Right, awesome. Let's hit one then. So all left hit from the top, yeah?
Yes, sir. Same backswing.
Slight block.
Yeah, pretty good though.
Yeah.
Did the launch change?
Still 20 degrees. Let me work on this for a couple.
Yeah. I don't want the launch. The launch will change as this gets better. Yeah. Because hey, Darren, for fun, can you do that rep and just chip one into the screen for me?
Of course I can.
Yeah. Just like what you're doing. Just pretend like you're doing your rep, and then just a little chip into the screen. Yeah. No, watch how low this thing launches. Like, to do it again, because every rep I watch, I'm like, oh, that thing's a bullet, you know? So let's do it again. Yes. Yeah. Tell me what the launch is on that one if I got it.
19.
Okay. So do that and keep squaring the face as you do it.
But the face was open, so it'll be...
Well, you have more shaft lean, right? The more shaft lean you have, the more the face will be open, you know? Good. Left hip back. Perfect. Yeah. There you go. We're getting, so it's a tricky one because now we've added, so basically we've added attack angle. So that's a thin shot because the attack angle is steeper, you know? Give me two more just like that.
Okay.
That was amazing. What's the launch?
Launch.
What was it, 18?
18.
Okay, great. And
I don't really want to go too much lower.
No. That was perfect. That's sort of where, you know, that's as probably low as we need to be. And what I just wanted to show you is if you do basically what you're repping, it should produce the shot you're thinking, right? So it just knocked down that launch a little bit because those pieces were great.
Right. Full swing or still a chip?
Two more of those little chips for me. That's a bullet. What did that launch? What did that one launch?
18.
Okay, great.
18.2.
Great. Good. That one might have got a little bit more on top, so it was a little hard.
Left it open.
Yeah. It was just a little on top with the face a little open. So let's go one more, feeling like it's a little bit more inside with a little bit more of a square face. There you go. Awesome there. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Keep the right elbow in, yeah?
Well, I liked it. I thought whatever that rep was bang on, so. Awesome.
I feel like I can rotate more through the shot.
Well, it's one of those things you're just, because the club's not on as much on top, you know, and I still think we could even go a little bit more from the inside in the actual hit.
Definitely. I'm still hitting slight fades.
Yeah, but the movement is better. And I think, like, from a rotation standpoint, I'd love to see you hit a couple where you almost stop your finish at chest high just to push the pattern even more so that the left hip pushes back, and then you're gonna cut your finish off so the club never goes, or the hands never go left of your chest. Good. So that feeling with a little more draw until I see it draw. Okay.
Okay.
So basically what I'm helping you do is like we're working on actually stopping the chest in the finish instead of over rotating it late, you know?
Okay.
That's okay. So that's
I feel like I'm throwing the club out too much.
Yeah, too much cut path. Feel like you're going to go a little more draw with it. You're doing a great job. We've just shifted a couple things. Same thing. So see that mark on the mat, that T mark behind the ball?
Yes.
That's where the club's going to come over on the way through, okay? Even if you hit this one 100 yards, let's just see a really good job of that with a little half.
I feel like I'm dropping the club inside.
Yeah, I mean, we got to, and I'll show you. Nice work. The best one from, I'll just show you.
Inside, my hands were stiff, so I left it open.
Yeah, and like it's not even too much inside, believe it or not. Like you could do even another little bit of that same one, and then we'll be in the right spot. Your reps are perfect. We just need, as we go to hit it, we need a little bit more of the rep in there.
So what feeling am I looking for? What part of the body am I looking to get where in order to get inside?
Well, for you, it's going to be the hand, probably a little bit more focus on where the hands are coming from. Good.
So from there, feeling like I'm dropping the arms here?
Yeah, well, you can push the left.
Throwing the arms out to the right, or
So that second one I liked, as long as you don't feel like you need to hold off the face to do it. I think it was the right the right direction of the club.
okay.
Much better.
Oh,
No,
it's leaving it open.
well, it's one of those things where. So here, I'll show you. Come on over. I'll show you the look. So
More side of
okay.
first. I'm just leaving my. I think my wrists are really stiff. We said I can do one and with loose arms. There we go.
Yeah, that was better.
So that was a 19 launch, 165 carry, 7,000 spin, and straight.
Yeah, yeah, and we're just chipping it, you know. So I think it's just showing, and like from a rotation standpoint, you have a ton.
Is that one better?
Yeah, and again, like I think it's important. You know, I think what you did with the hands was better there, and where the club was coming from was better. And then we'll just see how the body reacts once we do that a couple times.
You want to do some more?
Yeah, I do. Because I think that part is what we want to keep grooving, and then I think the end of the swing. Give me two more, just like what you just did there.
And that felt really good. It was a slight fade, but it wasn't anything bad.
Yeah.
The last two have been 120, 20 ball speed, which is phenomenal because the effort I feel like I'm putting in is nothing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What was it at the start when we first started? You remember? Like I remember it looked like you were swinging harder.
It was a similar ball speed, but my effort was way more.
Yes, yes. That's what I remember. It looked like you were trying so hard to get it.
Yeah, agreed.
Now it looks like you're going twice as slow and you have the same number, you know?
Yeah.
I like that one because it didn't look like you had to work too hard in the finish.
No, it didn't feel too bad at the swing. The strike was poor. I think it was towards the shank.
Okay. Yeah, do one or two that you feel like are a nice, like almost like a sweeping draw into the ball. Let me just.
That's a draw.
Yeah, great.
Proper draw there.
And you still have like an immense amount of rotation coming through. So I'm, you know, to me, like the more I watch this, I love that look right there. How much draw?
The rotation is hitting the ball, not my arm swinging.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's definitely that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this one was great. I love that one.
Nah, shite. I was trying to pull one of the shit.
Okay, do one where you do like the sweeping draw, but show me a finish where you stop it like hip high in the finish, just like a real short finish.
Going to change to a leather glove.
Okay.
Still get a bit more grip. All right, say that again. So you want me to do a short finish like a Tommy Fleetwood job?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Nice work. Beautiful looking shot. A little more draw, same finish.
So to get a little more draw, come in here, yeah? Could you just drop the club down more?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to separate.
Right shoulder more here under.
I'm trying to separate the chest and the hips. So if I go here, as you go down, the hips are leading and the chest is going this way versus if I go hips and chest together. See how that's going more on top?
So my chest is going too early.
To me, it is, yeah. And I think
that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I understand what movement I'm doing that's wrong.
Yeah, I want to create, I mean, just a little bit more, you know, lower body leading, like left hip pushing back with the chest staying in check a little bit longer. Yeah, I even say more than that. Yeah, even more. Yeah.
Right.
Good. And that little back T circle is your reference point. If you can get the club to track over that, that's our spot.
Okay.
Fleetwood. Right idea.
But I understand that I've spent like months and however long trying to stop draws and hooks.
Yes, I know. Well, you're in a good spot. Like that's where this one comes from, just so you can see it. So like this.
Better, yeah?
Yeah. Like the sweet spot, I'd say, is just, you know, it's like probably pretty neutral there. That right arm's getting more in front. And I'm starting to see the hips outrace the chest a little bit. And that's what I want to keep seeing, you know?
All right.
And then we Fleetwood finish a couple more.
So hips really rotating first, yeah?
I would say maybe just more left hip pushing back than focused on rotating. Better. Nice swing there. That one I really liked. You know, it didn't look like it was overworked.
It was a definite sound coming off the club.
Yeah. What was the launch there? Just as a
probably the best strike I've hit. The launch was 90.
Perfect. Ideal. Really, really good.
The noise was more of a crack.
Yes.
Sound off the club.
Yeah, that one looked awesome.
No, rubbish. Too much top body.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we sort of got to work through that, but it's still not way off. Good. Even a little more Fleetwood in that finish. Like really be extreme in that, you know, sort of wide arm finish. You see me here, Darren? Yeah, like almost like both arms, boom, you hit it and both arms are extended and there you go. Just like that. Just a couple of those guys.
I got you.
Good.
It's a bit shorter. I could be shorter again.
Yeah, but it was trending. It's trending, you know?
18.4 launch.
Awesome. Beautiful golf swing. Ooh, I love that one. Give me another one like that. What did that feel like to you? Even less effort? Or different? Yes, yeah.
The numbers are really good apart from the launch, which was 21. But other than that, it was arrow straight, 6,000 spin. It was good.
Perfect. I love that. This is a cool little drill for you. Almost. I think we could have had a little bit more arm extension there post impact.
Agreed.
Just a little, you know.
There's a lot of things to think about at the minute.
You know what? You're doing awesome. I'm just trying to push the pattern a little bit because you've done such a good job. Very nice. How's that feel?
So straight.
Yeah, it's so good.
Ridiculously straight, and you know, I like no effort at all on a 162 carry.
Amazing.
19 launch, 6,200 spin.
Awesome. Give me two more, and then I want to see the same movement from the front.
You know, I still don't feel like my arms are soft enough because I'm trying to get into certain positions. So I feel like once I get that grained in, we can get the club going faster.
I'm not worried. The club speed part will be easy. I'm just trying to sync all this up for you right now, and then we'll look at bumping that if we need to.
There's plenty of time, so. One more, yeah?
Yes, sir. Really give me that nice finish position. Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Now that got way more draw, but I think that might have been because I flipped the hand back open on the backswing.
Maybe. I thought that it still had the right pieces. Nice. Another beauty. I know it's drawing a bit more, but there's so much good going on in that swing. How different does a finish feel?
You know, when you watch them on telly and they finish here, yeah, it feels different.
Yeah.
I can visualize it being like the guys on telly.
Good, man. That's great. I love that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, perfect. Because it does. It does. It has that characteristic. Beautiful wrap. Very nice.
Oh, that was just, yeah, awesome.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, let me see the front if I can. I got that last one. Super flush.
You're looking about right, or does it need adjusted?
No, I think it's great.
It needs adjusting slightly, I think, doesn't it?
Which way? Yeah, that's fine. It's amazing how much better your hip spacing is. You know, it's so cool. I know we didn't talk about it today, but it's just miles different.
Yeah, no, my front knee isn't coming out so much.
Oh yeah, and into impact, your spacing is so much better.
So same drill, yeah?
Yes, sir. Please. What a golf swing. Thoughts? How was that one?
Nice, yeah. Yeah, nice. Slightly higher launch, but good.
Good.
Only fractional.
Yeah, give me a couple more with that arm extension feel. That you know, Fleetwood finish. Beautiful. What did that one do?
So it was dead straight as far as left and right spin. I just left the club open slightly, so the start line was 3 degrees right.
Okay.
I don't feel like I'm leaving my arms soft enough at the minute.
Yeah, you could do a little more. A little more would be fine.
I feel like I can, really let them go more. Just because I'm trying to get certain movements, you tend to stiffen up, don't you?
Yep.
And that was better. That was looser arms.
Better strike?
Yes.
Good.
Stiff arms.
That was stiff arms?
Yeah. Doesn't let the club release, does it?
Well, I think the club gets a little bit more in front, and then you do have to hold it more, you know, to manage it.
It was all right. It was just thin.
Yeah, a little more draw, a little bit more stop finish. How was that one?
I would have said it wasn't as good as the others for the launch was a bit up, so I would have said it was probably the shoulders or arms too early.
Yeah, I mean,
it was straight and long.
When I look at it, I'm not sure if it's my camera angle, but it does look like at address that you have a little bit of pressure, more pressure on your right foot than your left. So I think.
Say that again.
I think it looks like you're leaning, like you're hitting more of like a longer iron, like you're leaning back a little. But it could be my camera angle. I'm not sure.
No, I think you could be right. I don't think I'm necessarily transferring the weight over.
I'd even say an address, just a touch. There you
What's
go.
that?
Yeah, better. A little easier?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's just so you can see. So that's this setup. So just from a, now I'm like, basically I'm sort of looking up from your.
Yeah, so I'm looking like the weight's on the right side rather than the left.
Yeah, yeah, and this is even after you pushed it a bit forward. So we could even just do a hint more, but it's definitely, definitely better. I think that should help launch.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, beautiful.
'17 launch.
Ah, interesting, interesting. I'm gonna put that in the notes for you.
That felt so clean.
I love it.
That was a 168 carry. Yeah, yeah, nice, lovely.
Just a smooth one, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, what a golf swing. How was it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's good.
Okay, good. We got a lot of those. That's a good thing, you know?
Well, what's the time now? How are we doing the time?
Hey, 11:30, we're doing good.
So do you want to keep on with the swing, or do you want to have a quick look at a couple of chips?
I'd be happy to check the chipping. I'm super thrilled with how this is looking.
So that's I've got a lot to work on there now.
Yeah.
So what club do you want me? 60, 55, or 50?
Let's go. What do you normally chip with?
I only use the 60 really for speciality shots, such as flop stuff like that. If I'm short-sided, so probably the 54, unless I've got a very tight lie, and then I'll also use the 60 as well because it's low bounce.
What shot?
So I've got, obviously, if you've got the, if I'm playing a, do you want behind or front? I can probably show you. So if I'm playing a flop, I'll be club face very open, swinging across the ball and flick the hands under.
Is there a shot that you feel less confident in around the green, or from inside 100 yards?
I tend to get a bit quick and snatchy, but that's more probably thinking technical thoughts rather than focusing on the flight of the ball.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to see.
But I mean, if I go back, do you want to see front view first?
Yeah, I'll see front first.
This is all set up square, and then I'll put my left foot back and leave my shoulders square.
Okay.
And then, rather than feeling like the club's sort of straight at the hands, I feel like there's a bit of an angle, and I maintain that angle as I come back, and then rotate through.
Okay. I mean, I think that there's a lot of great in those ideas. Let me see a couple.
Try and leave the club face pointing at the sky.
Okay.
I'm guessing we're trying to feel like we're using the banks and picking it off more.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on a couple things. Give me two more, and I'm going to show you one thing here. If you miss one, what would the miss be? Do you have one? Hit it
now, after we've just done what we had with the irons, I would have said I'm hanging back on my right-hand side with my weight.
You took the words out of my mouth.
I don't know. Now we've just done that with the irons, I can feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say when I'm looking at this address position, I'd like to see in the setup here.
My bad shot is a chunk, and that makes complete sense.
Yeah, your nose is quite a bit back of that golf ball. I mean, my angle's probably slightly angled, but I think you could definitely shift your chest more over the golf ball so your nose is more.
We want the sternum to be where the bottom of the arc is, don't we? We want it to be further left.
Yeah, I'm fine with ball position. I mean, stance width could be a little narrower. I'd be okay with. But I would definitely want the pressure in the chest more forward for you.
How does that look?
That's great. I would say that's minimum. Good. How are those?
Yeah, they felt a little bit cleaner.
Good. Let me see one more, and then I'll look from the other angle.
Yeah, much cleaner. And probably straighter as well.
Perfect. Let me see down the line. I'd love to see how that's looking.
So I'm guessing now the pitching should probably improve, because the pitching will end up as a shorter version of what we were doing before.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
That was very nice.
The contact feels so much better just from getting that weight forward.
Yes. Yeah, you could narrow the stance just a little. The way the club's moving is ideal, you know. I wouldn't want to change it. I like the path of the club.
I don't feel I'm going to fat them now.
Yeah, I mean, your low point control should be a fair amount better because of your setup.
Yeah, the strike's way, way better. I think we just sorted out my chipping fault.
Yeah, well, I think when you feel like you have to rush, sometimes it's because you're trying to get, like if I start back, well, how can I get, and you have to really go to get the hit, you know? But if I start in the right spot, then you can be a little smoother like you're doing on these ones and still get that nice contact.
Let's try a longer, smoother. Yeah, it just feels so much different. That's brilliant.
Yeah, those are really, really nice. Really nice. And if you were going to hit it a little higher, what would you do?
What would I do? Well, I'd probably change club first.
Yeah.
I'd probably open my stance, open the club face up.
Yeah.
I'd probably open my shoulders, open the club face a bit, and probably swing up slightly more across it.
Okay, and as long as the pressure is where we had it, it's going to be fine. Yeah, beautiful.
Thin.
So
that's a bad shot.
Yeah. So that one's just, believe it or not, that's too much cut pattern. So your attack angle gets too steep. So then you thin it. So just don't go so much cut. Go more neutral. Don't go outside so much. Yeah.
There.
Yeah. With the same setup.
Okay.
Better. And if you wanted to do it even more extreme, let the backswing swing lengthen and start smoothing out the transition. There you go. So that would let the club head start to outrace your pivot, and that's when we can start to deliver loft. If I outrace,
so we're feeling like we're flicking the hands under.
Yep, exactly. But it's done through rhythm and through force through the grip. So we're minimizing how much force we're putting in the first move. Beautiful. You feel it?
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, that was up in the air.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, that was hitting the ceiling.
Yes. And it was just calm, you know, you're letting the club help you you're letting the loft help you. And the sequencing.
That's a flop without having to try and swing across the ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's just your setup is enough left where the path will still be enough left. Unless you're trying to hit an extreme specialty shot, I would just say that's an easier one for you.
Yeah, again, ceiling.
Yeah.
So that's so much easier and feels like it'd be way more consistent to get the ball up.
Yeah, because then now the club's not coming so across. So the more across it comes, the more speed you need to get it to go the same distance. And I'm not saying it's not going to be across. It's going to be slightly across, but if it's a lot across, then you're going to have to work really hard to get the nice contact, you know? So
we've got the higher shot there. We've got obviously the standard chip. So my other shot is probably an 8-iron, 9-iron.
Yeah.
From the side of the green, maybe the pitching wedge at times, but I'll play it just like a putt, everything square, lift the heel off the floor slightly, and just play a putting stroke.
Beautiful.
So just like a chip and run.
Good. I would say you can narrow the stance and put a little more pressure forward, sort of like what we did with the other club, but the motion of the club head is perfect.
Yeah, that again, the contact feels cleaner, less likely of hitting it fat.
Yeah, I think a neat checkpoint, I would just go try to have your stance width about one club head apart for the shorter pitches. So
and then my generally my chipping technique now on my what I try and do is get the ball on the green as soon as I can.
Great.
After watching the Rafalski, is it? Golf thing?
Yeah, Gareth, yeah.
Chipping when he was doing all the videos with Matt.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not that I was able to execute any because I've obviously been leaving the weight on the right side.
Yeah, I mean, the concept behind it, it's just, you know, you're trying to get the ball on the ground. I think the odds improve, right, for hitting it closer. So
But that's amazing, Tyler. Thanks so much for that, because that just that weight transfer and moving to the left side, it just feels, everything feels so much cleaner.
Yeah, my pleasure. It was one of those things, you were checking a lot of boxes, so there should have been, like, if you felt like you had to rush, something was just a little bit out of place. The club was in a good spot. I would say for the most part, the setup was in a good spot, except for the pressure. And then where you were moving with your body looked great. So there's a lot of things that were leading to it should be good. So I think just that little pressure shift made all the difference.
And that's 0 to 30-yard shots, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you could even 40, 50, you could be a little bit more left side with those shots too.
Okay, same.
You want to hit one or two? Like, let's just do like a 1 or 2 50-yarders just to finish here.
Yeah, spot on. So what clubs do you want me to use for that? I'd normally use a sand iron, a 55.
Sure, let's start with that and we'll see.
Because obviously a 60-degree can balloon a bit in the wind, and there's probably a bit more banks on the sand as well.
Okay.
So am I gripping at the top? Am I gripping down slightly? I normally grip down a little bit on this shot.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's see that.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's
So similar setup, weight on the left side, left hip slightly back on the backswing.
Yeah.
And then that same feeling of rotate, of getting the left hip back.
Yeah, and you'll have to feel a bit of draw.
Pile of shit.
So what I would do is I just adjust, have your stance aim a bit more square, shorten the backswing a bit, lengthen the follow through a bit. So like if I show you this here, Darren, so there's the top of the backswing, okay?
Oh, was that my backswing?
That was your backswing. Yeah, and then this was the finish. So the finish was there, the backswing was there. I'd like to switch those.
You need to be here.
Yeah, I'd like that to be a little more there.
Jesus, I can't believe it was that long.
Well, it's now, so that's good. Aim a bit more right, just a touch with the feet. A little more right still.
A little more right?
Oh, other way, sorry. I want you to close.
Yeah.
There you go, perfect.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, well, that was 50 yards.
Yeah, and this is the back, so now you can see the length, okay? Club position's good. When it comes down, it's beautiful from the right spot. And then the finish is stopping there. So now we're sort of a little bit more matched back to through. And I'd be okay if it was still even a little shorter back and a little more through for this shot, but it was in the right world.
Okay.
Okay, one more, and then we'll review these keys from today.
Well,
love it. One more.
Was that backswing shorter?
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think it's overdone. Give me one more. Good. And so if you wanted to go a little bit further, then just do it in the finish. But this is the backswing there. So just so you can see there. Like that.
I was so much shorter than that.
But this is perfect. I love that look.
Okay. I feel like I've taken the club back about a couple of foot.
Yeah, and that's something you could reference, when you're practicing. If you just video it, you think, okay, it will always go slightly further than you think, but we just don't want it going like 3 or 4 feet further than you think.
And then you can accelerate more on the way through, yeah, to get...
Yeah, for this shot, we can have a bit more of like 40, 50, 60, 100. We can use our pivot to help us. When we're doing the short ones... Yeah. When we're doing the short one...
6,000 spin.
Perfect. I'm just putting some notes in here for you, and then wedges, shorter, square stance. Perfect. And then you can play around with it now that you got a little bit more awareness of those feels. I Awesome today. Man, oh man, the game's looking pretty sharp. When do you play again?
When I'm playing on Sunday.
Okay, great.
Very soon it's going to be sim golf only.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be getting wet, cold, windy,
Yeah.
squishy, muddy, shitty.
Yeah. That was good today. Any questions with that? So we just.
How about you where you are, where you're playing all year round?
Yeah, we're pretty lucky. We're pretty fortunate over here.
But Canada's worse, isn't it?
It could be worse. That is very true.
I mean, Canada's bad, isn't it, with the snow?
Yes. They're the golf course that I usually teach up at there. They shut. I think they're shutting next week, so it's going to be the same up there pretty soon. So.
Yeah.
Awesome today. I'll put that stuff in the notes with a couple of those visuals, but it's amazing work. You're doing awesome there. Great job.
You're a star, Tyler.
You are. It's my pleasure. I'm just letting you do what you can do, you know? Awesome. You take care, Darren, and we'll connect again soon.
Brilliant.
Okay. Have a good one. See you, Darren.
Bye.
Bye.